I'm going to show you guys how I made my crispy chicken breast. For the ingredients, we're going to need 1.5 cups of flour and 1.5 cups of panko breadcrumbs. For the seasonings, we're going to use a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and we're going to be adding seasoning to the panko as well. I'm also going to add in a half a teaspoon of onion powder to the flour and to the panko. I'm also going to add some paprika, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And off camera, I added paprika. I added salt to my panko breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to mix my flour. And now I'm just going to mix my panko. And to my panko, I just added the same amount of ingredients: salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. I'm just going to be using 2 medium to large eggs, and I'm just going to whisk that. I'm going to be using some thinly sliced chicken breast, and I'm just going to dip it into the flour mixture and then into the egg mixture and then into the panko breadcrumbs. I'm just going to coat my chicken breast really well with this breadcrumbs. You want to coat your chicken breast really well with these 3 ingredients: flour, eggs, and panko. I'm just going to make sure the chicken breast is fully covered in panko. And after that, I'm going to place it onto my pan until I'm ready to fry. I'm just going to repeat the process again. I'm going to add it to the flour. I'm going to make sure it's fully covered with flour. I'm going to dip it in the egg mixture. Making sure it's coated on both sides. And now I'm going to add my chicken to the breadcrumbs. I'm just going to make sure it's fully covered with the breadcrumbs. And you want to make sure you season your flour and your panko, because you want your chicken breast to have lots of flavor, and it's going to be really crispy and delicious. And I also added seasonings to my chicken, just the same seasonings: salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. I didn't measure anything, I just sprinkled it onto my chicken. And yeah, I'm just going to continue the process with the chicken. You want to make sure you guys are seasoning everything, because you want your food to have flavor. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to add my chicken to my pan, and I just repeated that process until I did all of my chicken. Here in this pan, I have some olive oil, and I also have some regular oil. I'm just going to place my chicken in my pan, and the eye is on medium heat. You do not want to have your eye on high, and then it burns quickly. So I'm just going to let this cook until it starts to turn golden brown. Once it does, I'm just going to flip it to the other side and let it cook. Maybe for about 5 minutes on each side, depending on how the size of your chicken breast. But I'm just going to remove my chicken from my oil and place it on a napkin. And I'm going to add in some more chicken. And I'm just going to keep an eye on my chicken and cook it until it's golden brown on both sides. Once it's golden brown, I'm just going to flip it to the other side and let it cook. And I'm just going to remove it from the oil, and I'm going to put my oven on 400 degrees, and I'm going to place my chicken in my pan. I'm going to place my chicken in the oven for about 10 minutes. And make sure you guys keep a watchful eye on your chicken because you do not want this to burn. Here I'm just cooking the remaining chicken. I'm going to remove my chicken from the oven. Once it's done, I'm going to let it cool off for about 5 to 8 minutes. And then I'm just going to slice my chicken. You can do a lot with this chicken. You can make tortas. You can make a salad and put the chicken on top. Or you can just have pasta on the side. And this chicken was so crispy and flavorful. I hope you guys try this recipe. Make sure you guys subscribe. And make sure you guys like this video. I'm just going to place my chicken onto my plate. And I'm going to sprinkle over some parsley for color. And this is how I made my crispy chicken breast. I hope you guys like this video. Adios.